Today, Joey and I are going to teach you how to graph logarithmic functions. The problem we are going to solve is f of x equals 3 and g of x equals 3 to the x minus 3 minus 5. The first thing you need to do is solve for the original function f of x equals 3. First thing you have to do is set up an input/output table for the original problem. Once you have the table ready, pick 5 points of which to input. The easiest to do are -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Remember that the negative squared root will equal a fraction. So the answers for this equation will be 1/9, 1/3, 1, 3, and 9.
Now that you have the inputs, you are going to plot them on the graph. Starting at -2, you're going to go up 1/9. At -1, you're going to go up 1/3. At 0, you're going to be at 1. At 1, you're going to be at 3. And then finally, at 2, you're going to be up at 9. Making the slope, make sure not to touch the x-axis as it is an asymptote, so it comes near but never touches. Once you have the original plot set up, you can now find the graph of the g of x. The difference between f of x and g of x is the shifts that come along in g of x. The shifts in the g of x is -3, and that is going to be your x shift. The shift for the -5 is going to be your y shift. For the x shift, you want to make sure that you flip and make the opposite, so it's actually going to be +3, but you keep the -5, which is the y shift, the same. Once you have found the horizontal and vertical shifts for the g of x, your equation is now complete. You have successfully graphed a logarithmic function. A helpful tip when graphing logarithmic functions is to make sure to notice the negatives, because if the negative is in front of the numbers for g of x, such as -3, then you reflect off the x-axis. If the negative is in the exponent, such as +3 to the -x, then you reflect off the y-axis, and that will make sure that your graphs are correct. Following all the steps in the video, you are now able to successfully graph any logarithmic function that you want to. Things to remember when graphing logarithmic functions is that to find a logarithmic function, you first have to find the base function given to you. Remember the negatives as they reflect differently upon the axis for your g of x, and once you remember that, you are good to go. Thank you for watching.